Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and people who do not identify themselves as either. Welcome to our channel, soulwarsrpg, and English is going to work. I just need to fine-tune it a little bit. And welcome everyone who is here with me right now. Please say your highs, hellos, and whatever you want to say.
Hello, everybody.
Oh.
We're
Hello.
ready.
And we are here tonight for our Vampire the Masquerade table with narrator Noise. Welcome, Noise. First time narrating here in the channel. We're happy to have you here with us.
Ooh.
And I will hand over the mic to Noise so he can guide us through introductions and everything else he wants to do at the beginning of this live.
Thank you for giving the mic. I love mics. They're really nice. They listen to me, so I appreciate them. So today, actually tonight, we have a story to tell. The five of us in the streets of none other than a millenary city as Madrid. Today I am joined here by Arnie, Momo, Theta, and Phoenix, and none less than the first Madrid-based chronicle that is done in the channel, and also the first Vampire the Masquerade chronicle that is done in this channel, which is also my first chronicle streamed on Twitch, and I couldn't be more nervous about it. But if that has ever stopped me, I don't even recall. So, we want to speak a little bit about ourselves before we start to let people know who we are. So I will be giving everyone a little over a minute to describe who we are, what or who we are playing also, and some other stuff that we may announce if that's of any public interest. Let's begin with Arnie. Arnie, you give me the ball, I give it to you back. Tell us about you and your character.
Got it. I am Markel Madrigal, also known as Third Eye. Don't ask me why, I'm still figuring that out. I am... Oh, this is not that table, right? I need to say I'm human. I am, because I'm not a human, I am a Tremere. And I do blood sorcery, and I'm very excited about that. Other than that, of note, I lived in a crypt in Madrid's biggest cemetery, and I perform rituals and wards to protect people in exchange for their blood. And one sentence that I said that I was going to say, and I will say right now, okay, is that I love to wear layers because I feel like I'm being hugged in my crypt at home, so I don't need anybody else's company. And
so cute.
So expect more of that tonight. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Okay, so getting the ball back from Arnie, Theta. Please.
Thank you for the ball. Hi, I'm Theta. I will be playing Sunee Lasso. She, her pronouns. I say them pronouns. Sunee is a Banu Hakim, and the law student who is enjoying, I suppose, being a vampire and taking advantage of the time difference between here and home to lie to her parents about being a vampire. I mean, what is being adult besides juggling your responsibilities?
Or dodging them.
Or dodging them, yeah. Some dodging's involved in there. But it's juggling, right? Right? Totally.
Sure.
Okay. So, Theta, I'm gonna take the ball back. And this time we go to Momo.
Hello. I'm Delphina Lavigny, and I've come to Madrid to open up another office of my current business. You know, expansion. We do research for pharmaceuticals and other things. And just looking to see what Madrid has to offer, or what can be had here.
Okay. And last, but not by far least, we have a unique take on one of my favorite clans. So, Phoenix, you have the light on you? Please?
No pressure at all, right? Right? I mean, anyway, my character's name is Kai Adam, and they are a Malkavian. Honestly, I came to Madrid for quote-unquote business. I am a frequenter of the black market, let's say. And, well, I've always been interested in the dealings within the dark sides of Madrid. But that was before my embrace. After my embrace, well, just trying to get by. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm lying, maybe I'm not. We'll see.
Very well. So without further ado, now that we've done everyone, I would like to invite you all to a place where the streets are not fully alive, but never dead. A city of inanimated people who live mechanically, day to night, night to day, until they find something better to be somewhere else, or a different state of being to become in. Now, this city is Madrid. It's a millennium city. It's a city that claims to have its walls built of fire. And this city is gonna be our playground tonight. Is where we're going to be going. But first, a word from our sponsors. No, not really sponsors, but I want to promote from one of my friends that couldn't make it here, the Blank Bodies podcast, which gives you a lot of lore and interesting information about blank bodies, which is kindred or vampires as we know them. And you might have an interest on that if you end up liking this session, because they're gonna explain a lot of what we're gonna do here. Now, that being said, the big screen goes dark. Men live obsessed by the immensity of eternity. That's why we ask each other, will our acts have echoes in the years to come? Will they remember our names, those who didn't get to know us? Will they wonder who we were, about the bravery we showed in battle, or the passion we showed in love? These are the questions of the citizens of the city that claims its walls were built on fire, and questions exist only to be answered. Those of us who achieved eternity know it came with a high price. We know as damned that love and bravery lead to tragedy, and that our existence is as fickle as dawn. Yet we go on, searching for somewhere to belong, to call our own. An artist named Rohart said once that every vagabond, artisan, and musician has a place in Madrid. I say that those who don't, it's because they're still fighting to get one. Now, the awakening of tonight brings us to the statue of a goddess, the visage of Cybele. Where Ronyas, a little Nosferatu, local of the city for about 4 months now, has promised that he will organize information for the 4 of you. Ronyas has been suspiciously kind to you all, as he welcomed you on each of your arrivals to the city. He has promised to bring you all to a place named Capital, a massive 3-story club located in La Latina. The reunion spot, Cybele, is no more than 15 minutes walking from that place. But he said he wanted to give you something first before going there. Tonight, we rise from death. And we move to the statue of a goddess, not to pay respects, not to worship, but to make dreadful secret dealings under the moon that we stole from the wolves. And that's how we start. If everybody can give me a rouse check to wake up.
Here's how I show how noob I am. What is that?
Oh no. So in your character sheet, you should be able to see a rouse check under the hunger meter.
Hunger.
You click that once and it will give you a rouse check. If you fail, your hunger will go up. If your hunger goes up, you need to feed a little bit more than you used to.
All right.
On the second page?
On the first page, it should be.
First page.
So that is what happened.
Yes.
Very hungry.
Ah, there we go.
I'm getting hungry.
So, as we gather around the lovely statue of Cybele, a gray stony statue of a goddess on a cart of everyone has gathered around the statue of Cybele, a statue of a woman made of stone, gray, dead, grim stone. This statue is of a woman in Greek mantles and clothing, on a cart, riding 2 lions. On a cart pushed by 2 lions, rather. The lights of this statue make the woman appear stern, creepy even. And in one of the sides of the statue, there's a hooded figure. You all can recognize Ronyas. They have a small circle in the hoodie with a small rat head, like a gaming symbol, on it. Now, we've all arrived at roughly the same time. So the clock starts now for every one of us. It's 9 in the afternoon, by the way.
9 in the evening.
Thank you. All right. So the very moment the hooded figure spots you. One small speck of shining yellowness from under the hood directs at you all, at the four of you. And as you walk towards Ronyas walks towards you. Okay, that. Oh wait, do you hear that? Let me just make sure that you can hear it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not like my growls that never make it through to the live.
We have the master of ASMR as our narrator.
Yes.
Kill me now.
Never.
Nope. You're stuck
Okay.
with us. You chose
So
us.
I may go for the NPCs.
Okay. So Ronyas moves towards you with somewhat vivacious, if that's the word, the walk towards you, energetic even, and goes, blessed be my eyes. Okay. I'm glad the four of you made it. I didn't think you would be interested, but hey, this is a good starting point. So, to explain, we're not the only kindred of the city, as you might have guessed. And there's one coterie. They named themselves the Collective because being pretentious is never enough, right? But they invited everyone to Capital, the dancing club, and they want as many kindred as possible to be there for probably politicking and contact making. I told them I would go, but I wanted to make sure you would make it too, because I think you could probably use the contacts and maybe some information. Tonight's gonna be kind of big.
This tonight.
The scope of things is night to night, and you know how it is. We on the streets, we live hour by hour. It's what we do.
I mean, you live hour by hour, right?
I can't relate.
I was planning on going, so guess you can sign me up.
So Ronyas takes the hoodie out, and suddenly the face that you see is actually of a completely normal, almost exceedingly normal person with clear long hair. It's almost nondescript. Actually, if you try to think on any specific details of the face, nothing comes to mind. Huh. Weird. So Ronyas goes and says, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is what I wanted to give you," and he hands each of you one small card. It's a blue card that says VIP. Yeah, so they asked me to give you this because apparently, you don't get to enter the capital without one of this. I asked for extra 4 because I thought it would be a nice detail.
It is. Thanks.
Someone who recognized my VIP status. Perfect.
Thank you for the card. It will be very helpful.
And that being said, do you guys have anything new that's happening recently to you? Like, I know a guy that was like telling me he was feeling observed by a shadow lately. Does any of that happen to you lately? Just to make sure if it's just a hunch.
Oh, I've not been feeling observed lately.
I deal in spaces where being observed is the norm, so nothing new for me.
That checks. Okay. Then I will not bother you all with this. So shall we get going?
Lead the way.
Please, after me. And thus he marches south of Cybele. And it's a 15-minute walk. It's not that much of a problem. It would have been a 3-minute car ride as much. But he chose to walk. And on the way, you can see Ronya salutating some people, like exchanging hellos and WhatsApps with people on the streets, even some like vagabonds, to the point that he is like establishing something. So, for example, Kai, would you be able to roll me insight plus intelligence? Anyone else who wants to like try this can give me a roll too?
Insight and intelligence for me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll try it.
Is difficulty 3. Difficulty 3.
Wait.
Okay, let's see.
What's the difficulty?
3. Number 3. The magic one. Success 3. Success 3 for the...
Ooh.
Okay. All of us have rolled. Okay, so Markel knows. Sunee, you've been thinking on different stuff for the night, apparently. So that's perfectly fine. You had better sights to see on the streets,
Just thinking about all the tests I have.
Sorry, I didn't mean
which
to.
are quite a few. Okay.
Or no? Oh, no.
So Delphina, you have
Sorry about
managed to roll twice. I'll take the first one if you don't mind.
So sorry. It didn't show up for me at first, so I rolled again. Sorry about
No
that.
worries. You still win it. So for that, both Delphina and Markel, you realize one thing. Ronyas is not just saying hi to everyone on the streets. Ronyas is not actually guiding you through the streets even. Ronyas is showing off. And this is a witty tactic that can be used by different people who run the streets. He wants to let you know that he has all these people as, allegiances, contacts, people on his side. He wants to let you know that he runs this specific part of the place, or at least he thinks so.
Yeah, I feel like Delphina would definitely kind of give kind of an annoying glance or look over to Markel. Like I feel like they probably share a glance, like you see this shit.
Under his breath, I I don't trust people with too many friends.
Oh, let me just do something behind the scenes then, because that's something interesting.
When he
Let
says
me-
that, she's gonna respond if that's okay, Noise.
Yes.
She kind of like walks a little closer to Markel and whispers to him. Well, you know what they say, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer.
Right, but what did they say about keeping too many friends close? I never got it.
I think people throw the word friends around too much.
I agree. Unlike us, right?
Precisely.
He nods approvingly.
All right. So, as the conversation goes, just a little bit longer, there's a sound starting to flow out of a building. That drum, that techno, that is so well known by many of the more social kindred, right? The club music. And it's not just any club, it's Capital. Capital with a K. It's an amazing 3-story club that looks the most cyberpunk you could ever look without actually being in 2077. This thing, let me show you right now. This, my friends, is Capital. And this is where you've been invited. So, as that goes on, however, we create an ambience. Okay, let me know if this is too loud or too like. So far it's starting. Can you hear it properly?
Yep, it's okay.
Okay. So, as you have, as Ronias guides you to this entrance of the club, of course there's two bald bouncers with a knight with like shades in black suits. And these two bouncers, of course, they have their arms crossed, because what kind of bouncer doesn't? So with that, Ronias brings you in and says, yo, they're with me. And he gets the VIP card. The men take a glance at it, and just with one gesture, you guys are inside of Capital. Now, Capital is a strange place. It's a place where life and death make a pact, where people forget about the fact that they are going to stop existing one day, and they make the most of their lives by dancing, by drinking, by socializing. But most importantly, what they really are doing is feeding or thirst for blood each night they come here. Now, that means that we have almost a free buffet. But where you want to be, and this is common knowledge for pretty much any kindred, is on the VIP stuff. Like the VIP rooms, because that's where kindred actually talk about important quote-unquote stuff. But it's a club, so what's wrong with a little fun, isn't it? So, as you enter the club, and the bouncers have let you pass, Ronyas enters the dance floor, and he becomes unseen, as if, he was never really to be found in the dance floor. However, there's many other things that require your attention, believe it or not. Now, the very moment that you enter the club, one thing happens, and this is something quite interesting. So, Sunee, if you would, could you give me a resolve awareness?
Yeah. Awareness. Find that. Okay, awareness. What stat?
Resolve.
Resolve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What difficulty?
2.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It is not actually a message critical. It's not even like. It's actually a success. Why is it not counting as such? Wow. Okay, technology is once again proving that human beings are much better, thankfully. You, however, pass this check. And there are 2 things that happen. So, Sunee,
Mm-hmm.
you would have sworn to see none else. Let me just open this note. You'd have seen that someone that looks exceedingly close to Clara in the dance floor.
Huh. Hey, I am going to go check something. I think I recognize somebody. I'm going to go check that out.
Oh, you alone? You want us to?
It's up to you. Honestly, they're also one of the. So yeah. I'm just gonna go.
If you need backup, just let me know.
Okay. I will definitely let you know. I'll go. I'll be right back. I think Sunee is going to try to very quickly navigate the crowd.
Okay.
And just see if she can recatch sight of the person she thought was Clara.
So, as you dive into this mass of moving bodies in pretty clothes and expensive perfumes, right? It's almost like a slideshow of pictures that go between flashes of blue and red lights, which with every single beat of the song. And as you move, watching from face to face, it grows uncomfortable. Like people are going too close to you. Their hands, their shoulders, they are really close to places that you wouldn't want to be profaned. So as those hands go closer and you keep advancing, everything goes narrower and more asphyxiating until there's an opening. You find the opening
Yeah, I think Sunee's, even with that, will keep pushing through. Just to the opening.
And in that opening, there's one thing. So in this little moment of respite, of brief peace that you find, you realize that the person who look like Clara is not a woman, or at least doesn't look like a woman. It's a male presenting figure that looks like Clara, a lot like her, but it's a male presenting figure dancing in a black shirt with jeans.
Sunee will take one look and just go forward and kind of tap this person on the shoulder and go, "Hi."
So you find this person dancing actually very poorly, like Shepard in Mass Effect. Like kind of...
So not really dancing is what I'm hearing.
No, not really. It's more like trying, but failing miserably.
Yeah. So it's just like, "Hi."
So the man goes and turns at you, stops his pathetic movement without rhythm, and goes, excuse me, care for a dance?
No. What's your name?
That's a bit... Are you planning on something over there?
You just look like a friend of mine.
A friend of yours? That could possibly be. Do we have each other on Twitter? Maybe.
Maybe.
Lion Cross 1225. Do you?
Does that sound familiar to me?
Not by a mile.
Okay. Sunee's gonna be like, shake her head and like, no. You haven't sorry. What is your name?
So my friends here call me Cruz, as in cross, but with a U, Cruz.
Oh, yeah.
My actual name is Christian, though. Hello.
Oh, cross Christian. I get it.
Yeah.
Hi, sorry. I'm Sunee Lasso.
Oh, that's a really amazing name. I don't think I've heard it before.
It's Thai.
Thai.
Yeah.
And that's the moment where everything breaks, and he goes, "Oh, right, like the food. I love Thai food. It's amazing."
Yeah, me too. What's your surname?
What?
Surname. What's your surname?
Surname?
Yeah. Well, do you have any
Lion.
siblings?
Yes, Lion.
Oh, I think I know your sister. So that's why. Oh, okay. Sibling? No. You have a sibling? I think I know one of your relatives. You look quite a bit like her.
Something. So I don't have a sister, but maybe you. I have like a daughter. Is kind of it looks like your age, or at least what I think is your age. You know, people have ages that don't really miss their faces.
Oh. Clara?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know her. You very similar.
Yeah, my wife told me she has my eyes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm gonna go meet up with friends. Sorry, I thought you were hers. That's why I wanted to be like, yeah.
All right. No worries. I'll be here tomorrow if you ever need like or I can give you my number. Well, I just gave you my Twitter, but
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. My Twitter, and I think Sunee will just give it anyways. It's just like a very boring Twitter. It's like first name, last name, maybe a number. I'm guessing probably not a number. It's like, yeah, nice to meet you. Bye. And we'll just head off back to everyone else and be like,
so. Well, you come back. There's a thing that happens, and with that, Kai, we need to go to you because there's something that you hear. So, Kai, as you see Sunee move away into the crowd for an instant, right? An instant. Two strange vibrating sounds, one lower, one higher, are trying to sound in your head. And the lower becomes the higher, and the higher becomes the lower, and vice versa, and so on, until you start discerning some sort of speech form. And that speech form repeats one sentence. And that sentence that you can hear inside of your mind, almost clear as the light that is hitting you in the face from the club, is do not trust his shadows. The very moment you manage to discern this quote, you see Sunee coming back.
hi, I'm back.
Hello there. I'm trying. You can see me like trying to clear my ears, and just really looking like really weird, twitching a little bit. Like, the shadows here are not weird. Huh. Weird. Weirder than me. Honestly, that's a achievement.
I'll take your word for it. Sorry. I turned out they weren't my friend. Who knew? Not me. They did. Shadows sound weird though. I have no idea what's going on with that.
Curious. I wonder what's really going on here. Isn't it curious? And I turn to everyone.
At least the music's good.
Yeah.
Bit loud for my tastes.
I guess
That's alright.
I guess it's good to shake your bones every now and then. And I'm doing those movements with my hair.
Yeah.
Good for you, friend.
Let's continue forward. Better to figure out what we need from here.
What is
Yeah,
it you
as
were
we're-
talking about? Shadows? I see a lot of lights.
Well, you know, my things like get this thing in my head. You know the thing. How do I explain it to you? Just
It's like a sight
said-
thing, right?
think so. I mean,
Vision, something.
not much of a vision, but more of like something. You know when you hear radio static? It's just in my head though. Like makes my ears ring really. And something about not trusting his shadow. I don't know who he is, but Well, now I'm doubting everything I see here. And you see them looking around, almost like a paranoid motion.
Shadow, so we shouldn't trust a man, Shadow, or...
I think it's a specific man's shadow by the sound of it. I guess we can just keep an eye.
Probably.
We could try to keep an eye out for shadows in general, but I don't know what that's about.
Yeah. With that being said, like, Delphina is like, she's extra, like, looking around, like, eyes open. She's just like, okay, like, kind of, like, vibing a little bit to the music, giving the vibe of, like, she's enjoying the music, but she's looking around, like, very much so in this place. Now she's, like, on edge. She's, like,
Okay.
on edge now.
So, could you give me wits awareness?
All right, boss. Wits awareness.
By the way, I got 0 hunger from the chat.
Wow.
Yep.
And then what's the difficulty going to be? Is
The GM intervention should be called oh boy. Oh god.
Is
Okay,
what's
so
the difficulty to be?
it's 4. This time is 4 because
Let's go.
4 is a high number though. You can blood surge it if you prefer it for 2 extra dice.
Did it roll? Here, let me.
It did roll. Okay, for 3 dice. You are able to reroll 3 of those failed dice
Okay.
because you're looking for 1 more success. So
Okay.
it will
So-
cost you 1 willpower, but it can be worth it.
Yeah, I'll spend a willpower. So I just click in the willpower,
Yes.
and then how would I go about re-rolling that?
Roll 3d10 in the chat, like
it.
normally.
3D.
Yes. Thank you.
And you get 1 success more, which is exactly what you needed to manage to see one thing that is kind of curious. So you see, and let me give you the whole thing of it.
I just went to 1 hunger. Thank you, Louise.
Oh boy, Luis. Wonderful. I love Luis. Okay, so let me show this to everyone. You can see this, right?
Yes.
Oh yes.
So from the upper floors, from the VIP, Delphi, you see this man in a white suit looking down to the people. And while you look up and he looks down, your eyes meet. And for a second there, when your eyes meet, your eyes start to feel slightly hotter, as in someone tried to like shoot you with a heat vision, you know? But it's for an instant, just a slight instant. After half a second, the man seems to lose interest and keeps looking at the place where everyone is dancing.
A kind of nudge Markel, who they kind of like, you know, they spoke earlier, or oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, it's Arkel. So sorry. She kind of like, as she's dancing, kind of just, you know, just like vibing to the music, just kind of what looks like a playful like nudge to them, and kind of like glances up towards the man and like looks away.
Whoa. What a head of hair in my head he has on his beard. I love it.
Oh, yes.
And Sunee, you got a dice reroll for whenever.
That's one dice extra of not failing. That's what every adult wants in their life, not to fail.
A free reroll.
Free reroll.
However, when you exchange words, Delphi, with Markel, it is Markel. It has an M, so it is Markel.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Worry not.
On Roll20, it says Arkel.
Strange.
Does it?
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it says Arkel.
That's why I was like, wait.
I mistyped my
Markel.
own name. Look at that. No, it's Markel. Yeah, you got it.
Got it.
You got it.
That is awesome. Ooh, new follower.
Okay. We're having good rates.
Yes.
I love this. So, the very moment your eyes separate from the old man and you stop interacting with Markel for a moment, a young man, a pretty lively young man, with a serious yet informal vestments, and an undercut approaches you, and this man, you get the sensation that he knows something, but not exactly all of it, because when you see him in front, Delphi, this person, this man, this young man, bows down to you.
Can I help you?
If I may speak, there's people waiting for you and the people who accompany you in the VIP of the third floor.
Shall we?
For
Sounds
Your
fun.
VIP room. Let's go. I mean, I go everywhere.
Do they have free drinks up there, do you think? That might be fun.
Also, I'm kind of vibing to this music right now. It's kind of nice. Starting to get nice.
It's VIP. I assure you it's going to be better up there than it is down here.
Oh, definitely.
Probably so.
VIP is so much better. Trust.
I wouldn't know. I don't really go to VIP parts of clubs, so.
right. For a group of VIP people, they're not very selective, right? If they're inviting me, but I'll tag along.
Perhaps because you're all here with me, and usually I go to the VIP, so.
Oh,
We're all experiencing fun new things tonight. I'm not used to being down here in this.
I think we're all. I think we're thinking of a different. Well, I'm probably thinking of a different VIP. I mean, it's a different VIP where I'm from. So, let's see what this one is.
Yeah, I would imagine that VIPs in different countries differ from each other. Different clubs, different countries.
Most likely they do. So
Yeah,
in this one, the VIP is actually only the upper floor, and it's been declared VIP just for tonight because there's a special, quote unquote, special reunion. Takes 2 + 2, and you get it.
5. Okay.
Uh,
I'm intrigued.
So the young man actually walks at your side, and this young man keeps a side eye on Lavigne for like most of the trail, especially on the stairs, as if like trying to make sure that everything is to her pleasing and realizing that it might not be.
Do any of us notice this side eye? Do any of us
He's-
notice this?
He's trying to be like quite, stealthy with it, but I'm not even asking you to roll because it's so obvious.
I'm going to nudge him and say, "Yeah, she's pretty, right?"
I don't think that's why he's side-eyeing her.
I mean, it's probably kind of a little bit why, but you know.
Well, she is.
See, he agrees with me.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it's very likely that he is side-eyeing because of all of this and all of that and all of everything.
I'm still going with my theory. She's pretty.
I think we have a communication problem. We this one, and then I point at Kai, has the thing, and you say all of this, all of that. Can we be a little more specific sometimes? Just because, maybe it's me.
Okay. The thing that I'm talking about is this thing in my head that keeps talking to me whenever I'm not doing anything or whenever it wants to. Get it?
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
I already got what your thing
Oh,
is.
I'm not referring about that.
Oh, because you were
I'm not
talking about
referring-
that I have this thing and we need to communicate better. So I'm trying to communicate better and just explaining the things in my head that are happening right now, which is like
Oh, I'm not
vibing to the
referring to
music.
that at all.
Delphina. I think this guy is thinking Delphina is pretty, and then I'm just waiting for the next big thing that will likely come into my head, and I don't know. It's a thing.
Okay, noted. And maybe I'll learn your ways. Teach me.
That's a very
don't-
dangerous thing to ask me.
I don't think those things can be taught.
Oh. In
Oh,
any
I thought
case,
you were talking about the black market thing. Sorry, never mind.
No, I think he's talking about the voices thing.
Oh, the thing. Okay.
The thing
Yeah,
thing.
no, it can't be taught.
we're stuck with the things again.
Oh yeah, what do you want me to call it?
It's
I mean,
fine.
we can't
think it's
talk.
I
I
think
can't
it's a
talk about
taboo.
most things solidly.
I think people say it's like a taboo, or it's not nice if you call it the crazies. So I don't know. I call it the thing
Yes.
now.
Oh,
It's like a Kai radio, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you
yeah.
did say it's
yeah,
on
yeah.
static.
Your own special channel,
oh,
exclusive.
I love that.
Ooh.
You are
Yes.
in tune with yourself in a way that other people aren't.
Some
Amazing.
say.
You're literally tuned in.
Define self.
I think
We
it's
talking
more than-
about me or the others?
Yeah.
Selves.
Yep.
Fascinating.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it is. Also kind of annoying when they're all talking in your head at the same time. Although you live with it, it's normal. Shut up. Yeah.
Delphina, would you, since we're now in your special world, can you show us around? If you don't mind, please.
Oh, my special world, the VIP world. Oh yes.
Or just a
Welcome
club.
to VIP. Well, this is my first time at this club, but they're all kind of similar-ish. They have their differences, but the music's good and the decor is really nice. I like what they've done. Has kind of a cybery punk vibe.
It's a lot brighter than I'm used to. It's good. It's okay.
It's a
I
lot
quite like the
darker than I'm
neon.
used to.
More flickery, more neon. Too much neon. No, not much neon. Maybe. I don't know.
I would argue it's too much. You can't read a book in here.
Well, you're not supposed to read a book in here.
Oh, that's
you?
disappointing then. I
Did you
don't
bring-
think so.
Book to read.
I always have a book to read.
As you pass by, there's a person reading a book in a complete dark corner where it cannot be read.
See, you
Smart
can read the book.
person.
And I pointed to that person.
Yeah.
But they,
Smart person, probably not doing any reading.
Where I'm from, you probably can't read the book. Probably gets stolen right from out of your hands. So, better here.
That sounds terrifying.
Not really. You get used to it. It's maybe a little. I don't know. I'm used to it. That's it.
Is stealing books what they call intellectual property theft?
that was a good one.
Interesting.
I apologize. My humor is still in the works.
That is definitely not what they call intellectual property theft. If you want an explanation of actual intellectual property theft, we could go through that, but
Oh
no.
boy.
Okay.
We
Okay.
have a nerd in our midst. I like it.
I study law. He's like, I just
And you better
study law.
know-
Like, this is something I know. You have to learn that definition.
Okay, so I think I should not talk to you about the things that I do. Maybe. Better you don't know, I think.
Theoretically, any of the things we do is not something I should know about. But here we are.
It's that attorney-client privilege, right?
That would imply you're my client, and that would imply I'm that sort of lawyer, or studying to be that sort of lawyer.
Aren't
You're
you?
studying to be a lawyer?
No.
Oh, you're not? Okay, and then I pull out from somewhere within my pockets a sort of flask, and then I take a sip.
That's not illegal.
Want some?
You can drink. Drinking
Oh,
is
that's
not.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have a drink of this. And I pocket it again.
What are you drinking?
Well, there is something called plausible deniability for you lawyers, so I'm not gonna tell you anything. Better for you.
So, as the plausible deniability fills the air with a question that legally we cannot answer by the laws abide from human or the laws abide from Cain, taught by us from times immemorial. We managed to reach, finally, last floor on the VIP, where the floor itself is LED lights of bright blue, and the tables are, circled with people who are extremely thin, extremely pale, with extreme eye bags and sometimes even fangs. This is the VIP section. This is what Delphina is actually used to. This is the business part of things. And here is where the old man with the white hair and the white beard is sitting in the round central table of one of the floors, accompanied by about 4 more people. The young man who were accompanying you actually approaches him, bows down, and this white-haired man just seems to have a strange tantrum over him, and you hear him almost louder than the noise telling him when he says, "How many times I've told you, you don't bow down!" And therefore,
Ooh, someone's getting reprimanded.
there...
You do that
I
a
think that
lot.
was culturally insensitive.
No, I think it's just that he has a thing going on with subservience.
Someone's trying not to be. Yeah, if you're trying to be inconspicuous, the VIP room shouldn't really be something you go into. I don't know.
Does he do that a lot? The bowing?
Who you're asking though?
I think Sunee's directing that to the person that he just bowed to. Like, does he do that a lot? The bowing.
So the old man with the white hair goes, it's not that he does it a lot. It's that he only does it to the wrong people.
You're the wrong people?
Yes.
Oh, so.
Who are the right people then?
You know, people who can afford to be discovered in the spotlight. The old man
Aren't you in the VIP section?
picks a
Though?
cane, and you know, the man approaches you, walking slowly with a cane, and goes, the thing is, remember the first law. You shadow the blood, which means that if you get caught with your fangs out in the air, you're dead. But we all know this. So what happens when, young man over here bows down and says Lord of Darkness?
Oh, good point.
Oh, he gets in trouble. Real trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to deal with him?
Depends on what you deal with.
Unless
Oh, now I want to see this.
unless the name of the club is Darkness, that can be troublesome.
I think the Lord part is a little bit troublesome too, unless you're nobility. Are you nobility?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I
Should we
used to
not
have
be asking you?
a little, few miles of land back in 100 and something years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
Miles of land.
that's
Yeah.
quite nice.
That's cool.
Here in Asturias, it was a nice land. It was almost barren. Only
Oh,
plants grew up.
mm,
I had many workers. I paid them well. They
Mm.
respected me. They didn't bow down though. You hear that? They didn't bow down.
He can bow down to me later.
Is that a weird kink thing for you? And
No.
aside eye Markel.
No, I switch back and forth, so it's okay.
I think that would make it a weird kink thing in that sense.
Well,
That
most
kind of
likely.
does, right?
Right. The switching doesn't make it less of a kink. It just makes it an occasional kink.
Or it makes it part of your kink since you are basically confessing that you're a switch right now.
Yeah, that is the correct term. But yeah, it just gotta happen naturally, then it's not awkward. But yes. In any case, who is this Lord of Darkness person? And I point to the bearded person. Oh yeah. Sunee, I'm asking, why is this person the Lord of Darkness that we're not supposed to call the Lord of Darkness? We already established this person is the Lord of Darkness, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because the title of Lord is not one that I owe personally. First, I don't deal in darkness, that's a La Sombra thing. Second, and with one of the things taken out and the other also taken out, I'm not a Lord of Darkness. I'm Mauro. Just no surnames, not anything.
No titles?
It's always been my name. No what? Sorry?
Titles?
Titles.
There's one, but it's more of an insulting one than anything else. So I don't say it publicly.
Is Don Quixote? Sorry. That's a joke.
Is it a
Cricket.
joke? Do you think I'm that crazy as Don Quixote?
No, sorry.
I mean, at least I don't go bowing down to people.
You're really fixated on that bow thing.
If you want, I can do something about that. Well, when I say something. You said he broke the first law of the masquerade.
What's your price?
My price?
Yes.
Oh, what is my price? How much would you pay me?
I have a lot of pretty much everything, but I cannot really pay you if you don't set a price.
I don't know a price. I've never had to set a price before.
Delphina. Delphina, does this happen a lot in the VIP area?
No.
I think this is
But
just
this
from
is
us being here.
certainly entertaining.
Indeed.
I'll do it for free.
Hey, you
Pro
stole my
bono.
line. I was waiting for you to give a price for me to say I would do whatever you would do to him for free, but okay.
I'll do it for free.
Yeah, she already said pro bono, so
Pro bono.
got you there.
What's
am
your
after
name,
all.
young one?
Me?
Yes.
I
Sunee
never do anything
Lasso.
pro bono.
Sunee Lasso.
Yes.
We have a deal.
Wonderful.
You are going to be his Lord of Darkness or Lady of Darkness or whatever title of Darkness you prefer.
Oh.
And
Hey, look, you got a title.
yeah,
now.
you get to discipline this young man. I'm just tired of youth.
I understand completely.
So what that means, Theta, is that you get a 2-dot servant.
Whoops.
Yep. You just
Very, very cool.
retainer is the word. Retainers.
Just gonna like, oh no, try to trick him into stop doing things. It felt right. I mean, I was told he broke the masquerade. I'm supposed to uphold the laws.
You did exactly what you was expected of you, and you got something in return. It's how it works. So, the old man in the suit goes and says, "Dealings aside, we brought you here tonight because there's a certain thing that must be discussed." So he moves to a different place, and there's like this central section on the VIP, and there's like one person from a total of 6 groups. So there's a total of 7 seats in the place, round a table, a rectangular table that is low end, so you can it goes up to your knees. It's a low table. So he goes, "We've been called here because, as you know, and the reason why you're here, much like the rest of us, is because we want this city. Isn't it true, Miss Lavigne?" Did it cut out? Momo, can you hear?
Did I cut out? Hello?
We didn't hear
Oh,
you.
we didn't even hear you. Sorry. Oh,
She and this is the gentleman with the older gentleman, correct?
yes. This is the ancient man.
She doesn't look at she does not make eye contact with him, by the way. Like, ever since that exchange, she is just like looking around, you know, and just taking in the everything, you know, just appreciating the decor. And yes, it is.
And as everybody who wants this city, which around 25 of us have gathered tonight in this club, we have one thing to discuss. A no aggression pact between all the 6 and 7 with your coteries that are arrived here. We will discuss the terms and conditions of each of the clauses. And after that, we will be able to take our chunks of land and take our own lives and exist comfortably in the city of Madrid. Granted, no one betrays anyone.
That's ideal.
That is.
What do you propose?
My proposal is as simple as you sign, and he points to one of the tables. But you know his arm doesn't reach how low the table is. So then, running from behind, young, bowing down man picks the paper and offers it to you, and it's like, "This is the clauses and the pact of no aggression. You sign as the leader of the coterie, if that's who you are. If not, you know, that we still need a name. And then we will see how we take the city and distribute the districts."
Who are you proposing to be the leader of this new coterie?
Aren't you the leader of these people?
Oh, just wanted to confirm and clarify things. Perfect.
Is my vision failing me? They all seem to rely on you quite heavily.
Oh no.
He
it doesn't.
takes a side eye to Markel.
She's the VIP. As if that explains everything, Bishop.
This is their first time in a VIP. Forgive them.
This is not my preferred setting.
They
I
much
can
prefer
understand that.
down there.
No, I prefer my place not in the club at all.
Oh, that's right. The books.
Books. Or court.
So
Either one.
Hey,
I review this document like really finely and go line by line and just
So
looking through it
let's
to
see.
make
I
sure.
want to say, I was going to add on, I think if you're doing that, Sunee looks over your shoulder and does, like, points out things during this entire period.
Oh my god, my lawyer can.
It is
your lawyer is
resolve plus investigation.
Okay.
And I just closed the window of the Roll20 because I am a monster.
Monster.
Yeah.
Can I convince you for politics?
That was resolved with investigation, right?
Yes. However, if Sunee wants it with politics, that's negotiable, and the negotiation will end up in a yes, you can.
I'll take a second look and politics that out. Difficulty?
So the difficulty since you are doing it from the shoulder of Lavinia, you're gonna have a difficulty of 4, while Lavinia has a difficulty of 2.
Okay.
So Delphina, you know it's a difficulty of 2 for you. Let's see. So Delphina does have the. Does it? No, wait. I didn't see Delphina's roll. What?
Here we go.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
My rolls are
Delphina-
delayed. I don't know why. I'm so
no.
sorry.
It's strange, however. So Delphina makes a wonderful assessment of this document, and it pretty much states sort of like a semblance to 6 different clauses, which is like, keep your vampiric nature out of the deal of humanity. Don't turn others into vampires indiscriminately, because that can fuck the balance of the city. Do not kill others or attack others if they're if you know they're vampires, because that's logical. But you have and reserve all the rights to terminate any of the vampires you yourself create. Also, you have a right to a chunk of the city for you and your coterie, divided into 4 sides. That's pretty much the clauses. It doesn't seem to have much of a...
Like, it's not worded trickily, or it's not like there's nothing there that's like. That's mainly what she's kind of looking for.
It's worded so...
It's very straightforward. It's very like.
It's straightforward, but it has a catch.
Mm.
The catch is that it's written in Old Spanish, so it can be interpreted.
Okay.
How does Sunee do then?
What do you mean?
Oh, because I know Sunee is looking over the shoulder, like pointing stuff out. Okay.
So you can pretty much point out, hey, this can be interpreted this way, and that can fuck us up.
Okay.
Gotta love that bestial failure.
Is it a bestial failure? How? No, it's not actually. It's not actually. The Roll20 just mistakes a lot of rolls.
Yeah, I was just like.
Okay. I think the reason it said bestial failure is because you rolled a 1 on your bestial die.
Yeah.
Oh, what are we doing? We're looking at papers now.
Yes, we're going to be making.
Sorry, what with papers? I'm sorry, I was looking at something over there,
Papers.
and I point to a random corner where there's nothing there.
That's fine. Well, everything looks good here, though I understand there are some things that could be interpreted. And when she says that, she does look him in the eyes this time.
The old man goes, if it couldn't be interpreted, you would understand there would be so much more to explain. Everyone wants to live their own lives at their own side, at their own way. I'm just trying to facilitate it. However, if you feel like you don't really need this contract, we can appoint another meeting, talk it calmly, and I'm sure we can reach a pretty well satisfactory agreement.
I think this agreement is agreeable.
Is there anything on it about crimes committed by vampires on our, territory? Like, what happens to them?
The clauses on that doesn't seem to be there, but it the document has a strange leeway to interpretation that is like, it's your territory, your rules, somewhat.
Okay. Sunee kind of wants to see, I think, if she can reinforce the concept that crimes committed by vampires on their territory would be under this coterie's jurisdiction and not their coteries.
So at the very moment Sunee expresses this concern, the old man Mauro replies with, when it's your territory, you can interpret it as if your rules, only your rules and your country's rules apply.
Mm-hmm.
Your territory, your judgment, your punishment, your rule. The same way that if you step into other territory, you will abide by their own rules.
Mm-hmm. Or there'll be, let's say, lashback for somebody commits some sort of crime on our territory and we punish them and then one of you gets upset with it? Because once we're on your territory...
That's one of the reasons why we're doing these agreements.
Okay.
To have a process, to have a unionized leeway to get through these matters in a civilized way.
I don't like rules very much. So how are we going to find out if the rules in another place are different than ours? Is there going to be a book or something that we can refer to? Or how do these rules get communicated?
Also, that's a lot of rules to think about. I mean, I barely have enough room to think about normal thoughts. And then I have to think about rules?
Make it into a group chat.
You see that the man is holding to the cane to a point where the cane is actually almost not taking his hand, because he's actually squeezing the cane so much that
almost breaking.
Almost like, yeah. And the man goes, I think the youth say, how do we say it? Yes. You can learn the rules by fucking around and finding out.
That's a very bad way to learn rules, though.
I know.
Well, some people like to learn the hard way.
What if we like to learn the easy way with a book?
You go and
We
ask
don't want to learn it at all.
I'm pretty sure.
Then you just don't leave that territory.
I'm pretty sure the general rules that we all follow will be in place. I'm sure no one's going to make some kind of ridiculous rules of you have to walk backwards around town or some stupid shit like that. So I think we'll be fine.
Sometimes there are merits to walking backwards, okay?
The old man looks at everyone in the other places, the other six, and goes, you heard the lady, right? And everyone, when he directs himself to them, everyone seems to have a sort of like strange respect out of like legality. It's more like they respect him by name. It doesn't feel like they actually respect more his name than he is. And you can see that in their ways and their manners. And he goes, you heard her, right? No walking backwards, no funny shit. And most of them just nod calmly. The others just raise a thumbs up. But non-verbally they all agree in more or less satisfying ways.
Oh. So you
Good to
see,
hear. No funny
after
business.
all, it wouldn't benefit anybody here to enforce any kind of funny business, because that would quite literally kind of defeat the whole purpose of this thing, now wouldn't it?
I see the young lady gets the point. I'm glad that people still have brains. I appreciate this, Miss Lavigne.
How do we decide who gets what land? How is it to be divided? Has this already been...
Oh, I want the cemetery.
I want to keep my apartment.
The underground is mine.
The underground.
The underground
The
can be
underground.
sorted out.
So is the underground, the cemetery, an apartment? I'm sure we can. It does. No one in the.
Feel free to come to my
the
markets
lands have to be-
anytime for good business, you know.
No one said in the papers the lands had to be unified, so.
I think
I'm
it would
sure
be...
it can be done without a single mishap. So, if you would, please. And he offers you again, Delphina, the paper to sign it up. With a stylo that it's actually made of reddish metal. It's not copper, it's not brass, but it's red, bright red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she takes it. So, I suppose you also have a map so that we can designate the areas and to whom they belong.
Yes.
And she hands the paper back over.
So are you gonna, so the very moment you are about to sign the paper, right? You place the tip of the stylo in the paper. And before you can make a single trace, the lights of the club go down. And the music also does go down.
What the fuck?
So we stop the music. And
Whoa. That's
Something
rude.
fun's about to happen.
Is this what they call
Rude
mood
is about
lighting?
to happen.
No,
No. This is what you call trouble.
Oh,
This is what you call somebody's gonna die.
It's not
shit.
gonna be us though.
Kai,
It's true.
Yes.
you hear
Why did I know that was gonna happen?
several. You hear several of the same exact tone voiced of this androgynous sounding voice, a voice that is not quite low nor high, and it's screaming once and once over and over again. Told you not to trust the shadows.
Oh, Delphina.
soon as the lights go out too, like, I would like to, I guess, activate my heightened senses. Like,
Sure.
okay. Great. What do I need to do that? Or is just activated?
It's automatic, thankfully.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Perfect. So yeah.
Turn to Delphina and I say, yeah, remember the shadow thing?
Yes, dear shadow
This
people,
is
what
it.
about them? You know, there needs to be light for there to be shadows.
I think we weren't supposed to trust him. And I'm speaking
So-
this loud enough for everyone to hear.
Darkness. Oh, that makes sense.
Do I see, like, what's happening, like, when the light, are people freaking
Yeah,
out?
what's
Are people
everyone
attacking
doing? What's-
anyone?
Yeah.
So
Everyone
there's a
else
lot
is-
of
With the
there's a
heightened
lot of
senses, I
people
can see pitch
questioning.
darkness.
As the lights go down, there's a lot of voices questioning what's going on. Like, what is this? Why is the music stopping? Why is the lights go down? Is this part of the show? Is this not? Many people are questioning things, and it's almost deafening, the whole murmur. But then something breaks that monotonous hundreds of voices. An ear-breaking, crystal-shattering couple of screams from the down places.
Dude, is there a viewing window where we can see that?
You're in you're in supposedly like one of the balconies, so
Yeah,
you
was
can
it-
just approach and look down.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna almost half hang myself over the balcony just to look. What's going on over there?
Okay, so
Oh.
the lights start to come up. Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say, when you start to do that, can I just take? I imagine I have a phone. Can I just
Yes.
take out my phone and turn on the flashlight?
Yes.
Shine it like.
Okay, so the flashlight of a phone is usually not strong enough to cover 3 stories. It will get you that there's a lot of people there and you'll see a lot of heads moving and questioning. But sooner the lights go up again, slowly. The lights are not red, purple, or blue. They are now white. It's the normal of the show, of the club. And there's... Remember the circle you were just a few minutes ago? The opening between all those dancers. Sunee.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 things there that you can see.
Is one of them a dead body?
Yes.
Okay.
So one of them is the dead body of Christian.
Oh no.
The other are the clothes enveloped in ashes of Ronya's.
Is Sunee the only one who sees this?
Sunee is watching this, but you are also watching it, Kai, because you were literally looking down.
All right, real quick. Top Hat Puppies in the house. Thank you so much for coming in
Oh,
with
boy.
10 people
Hey.
coming from the cafe or coffee house, however you call them. And they're the other channel that also has croquettes.
Hey.
Oh my god, I love croquettes.
Go.
And we are
This
today.
is making me hungry.
Right.
Yeah.
God, I want food now.
See?
Yeah. I need to mark my hunger all the way up right now.
The issue is, it is dinner time where I am, so I'm like, oh, food.
Oh no.
So, hello, everybody. Carol is there. Carol is there. Anderson. Good to see everybody. Oh, I just hit my mic in excitement. Come on over, join us as we are having our first Vampire the Masquerade table here with all of these awesome people, and we're in trouble. So I'm at the edge of a balcony as well, looking alongside Kai to see what's going on.
We're all
You know that
making choices.
person who disregards safety at all and is half hanging off the balcony? That's
Yes.
Kai.
Yes. Actually, Kai,
Yes.
dexterity athletics.
Am I gonna fall? I love it.
Depends.
Athletics.
Does anyone know the vampire? Like, I think doing it also, Sunee will kind of speak up and like, does anyone know?
What's the difficulty?
Chun. Okay, Sunee, go.
I think Sunee will go like, does anyone know? Like, actually, not even just does anyone know. Just point out and say, point down there and say, like, hey, look over there, people are dead. Well, dude's dead at least, and somebody else seems to have mysteriously turned into ash. I think is what actually what you'll say. Like close the doors, lock the doors.
Common vampire lesson of knowledge for staff to clarify. A vampire who dies becomes ash.
Yeah.
A person who dies becomes corpse. There's a corpse and ash. But were they related? So, at that moment, you see the old man trying to organize the people around who are questioning things. And he's telling the young man who bows. He's telling, grab the people, close the place, do everything you need to secure this. And the young man who bows doesn't bow, but actually runs off, starts driving out the people out of the place. And in question of minutes, you
Wait, no,
are...
why'd he do that? We want all those people. One of them could have done this.
It's more important to them to keep a semblance of safety for that secrecy stuff that, you know...
That's kind of... it's kind of dumb.
I get it, but also I... Okay.
Yeah. So that's what they do. The thing, however, is that in question of minutes, these people are out and the only things left are kindred and corpses. Everything inside the building is legally dead. You can start your investigation if you feel so inclined, or leave before you feel something else happens. It's your choices. This is where you take action.
Isn't really our...
Is it really our choices, though?
I guess we
Yes.
don't really have a jurisdiction. She like looks down to the paper. She's just like just about to sign this, but
I
I think we should stray.
wouldn't sign that, Delphina.
is the guy Moro still here?
Yes, everyone
Is he just,
undead
like,
is
sitting there?
here.
Is he just sitting there, or is he like? what the fuck's
No,
going
he's
on?
actually
Like,
trying to he told the young man to clear the place,
Mhm.
and now he's actually trying to talk to everybody of the other kindred, trying to make his own investigation, sort of, it looks like.
How far away is the balcony from the main floor?
Is 3 stories. It's a big place. It used to be a theater, one of the big ones.
She's gonna approach the old guy, Moro.
So Moro turns to you, Delphina, and goes, I didn't foresee this. I don't even know what's happening.
You have no idea, not even the slightest, who might be behind this? Who might want to do this kind of thing?
There's nothing that comes to mind. You can incite that one if you prefer.
Yeah, she's just like.
Can I slink out? I was contemplating jumping from the balcony, but then the voices went quiet. Or maybe I'm just much more curious about what's going on with Delphina and the old guy. So I'm gonna.
Sure.
Can I slink over right behind Delphina and and observe them as well?
Which attribute would you like me to leadership? Or I'm doing insight with.
Inside with resolve or wits. Depends on your preferred one.
Got it. We're gonna. And difficulty?
Difficulty 3. And now we wait because your rolls are delayed for some reason.
So sorry, I don't.
I don't even know, but it's okay.
It's fun. I think also.
Can I also observe this old man
Yes.
for any sign of anything that's not anything that might potentially be something that's suspicious.
Sure. Give me another insight with wit or resolve. And what did you want to do, Sunee?
I think Sunee is going
I'm
to
gonna go resolve. What's the difficulty?
kind of walk over and say also like the human dead downstairs, kind of motioning, is a relative to another known vampire in Madrid.
Sunee, back to you.
Yeah, Sunny will be like the man dead downstairs, Christian. He is a relative of another known vampire.
I'll send someone to investigate it.
Are you familiar with? Oh,
Familiar with whom?
Clara de Leon.
Not with a Clara de Leon, no. But with someone de Leon. Yes.
That was Christian de Leon. He's dead now, unfortunate for him.
Not Christian. There was another one. There was one more.
Is the third one a werewolf or something? Roundabout.
I wish I knew. I just know that the last de Leon I saw was pretty dead. And doesn't do anything because, you know, dead.
Oh,
So,
dead, not
dead.
dead. Okay,
Cease and desist of existence, dead.
okay. 6 feet underground, dead.
Yes.
Or like
Okay,
just
so,
in the wind dead.
Yeah. Kai, let's see. You rolled 3 successes in your insight and resolve. And you're gonna see something interesting, Kai. And you're not gonna like this.
Oh no.
So, have you ever seen that movie Insidious?
Oh
Where
yeah.
there's like a guy that looks like
Valak?
Darth Maul.
Dark. Yeah. I was
Valak.
like,
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So you can see a face like that with bright red eyes behind Mauro's shoulder, but only from the corner of the eye, because if you actually look at it, it disappears. You have to look from the corner of your eye to see it.
Creepy thing behind Mauro.
Yes.
You say that out loud?
Yes.
I think Sunny will turn to look.
Has bright red eyes, like laser eyes. Creepy.
I'm guessing
Creep.
I don't see it because this is something that only they can see. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah. It's
Good to know.
it's right there. And I point. I actually start pointing.
I wish I could see what you can see.
Sorry, see nothing.
So as you, Kai, as you point to Mauro's shoulder, right? Mauro looks at you as almost like offended when you start pointing at his shoulder. He actually frowns at you.
What? There's a creepy thing behind you. Like it's right there. It's right there.
He actually goes towards you. And he's actually taller. He walks like, you know, leaning forward. But at that moment, you realize that he's actually tall, even leaning forward. but he even lowers himself down up to your nose is 1 inch away from his. And he goes, "Kid, don't go where others have not returned." And you see, like, the eyes of Morrow when he tells you are as bright red as the thing that was behind him. He turns around
I
and
have
goes,
issues with people in my personal space. Can you move a bit? And I'm gonna lean back.
he turns around and just walks away and goes, "There's been crimes tonight.
Yes.
We need to solve this. I will get all the information about this Christian de Leon that I can. It will take time, however."
Let's keep an eye on the body too. Make sure it doesn't suddenly. Ooh.
I am aware that that could happen. Necromancy is still a thing. As
Do I
nasty as
have
it
any
is.
knowledge about these red-eyed shadow beings?
How much occult do you have?
Let me see. I do have a clue. I have 2.
Yeah, so actually it's gonna be tough, but you can roll intelligence plus occult at difficulty 2 or 3. 3 preferably.
Okay.
You can boost it up with
occult.
your intelligence
What
occult,
kind?
and you can boost it up with a rush check if you prefer, for 2 extra dice.
Okay, how do I do that?
By when it tells you the roll, it will ask you if you want to put extra dice on it.
Okay. Intelligence, and then how many extra dice is that? 1?
2.
2.
Mhm.
And difficulty is 3?
Yes. That's
3.
almost a critical. Amazing.
The
Let me
crazies.
check. 7, 9. Yeah, you could have gotten a critical if it wasn't for the 9. If that wasn't a 10, those 4 successes would have been 6, which would have been much better. But you got it. You finally realize what's going on. However, I'm not gonna be able to tell you right now. We're gonna have to like solve the whole scene before your mind gears actually work to tell you what you're actually seeing. Oh, for everyone else,
You can whisper it to me.
Okay, you can see. You can actually go down and investigate the bodies if you prefer to. If you take hands on the matter, there's absolute leeway for you to do so. So you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you wish to do so, that is, because not everybody likes to investigate murder.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to stay here any longer?
Well, if we're going to stay here, we might as well do something. Otherwise,
I think we
might as well just
should.
leave.
I think we should, but that might just be the part of me that seeks.
Yeah, if we're going to be making this our home, we should probably. I'd like to know what's going on. And
I'd
she,
like to know who murdered a vampire.
yeah, she goes down there, down towards, and just.
I would just like to note that Kai is still distractedly looking at Mauro and probably should be pulled away if they need Kai.
So,
Or for the safety of Kai, I don't know.
Okay.
No,
I'll poke Kai in the shoulder. Kai.
I'll
I startle, huh? What? What?
She as she goes to go to leave too, as she's like, we should just check this out. She's going to scry the soul to see if anything pings as kind of on her radar as she kind of scans like the crowd and the scene and everything.
So let's scry the soul then. No, these are all the level 5s. Let me get to scry the soul. So it costs 1 rouse check, first of all. So it might get you a little hungrier.
It's okay. It's dinner time anyways. Rouse check, you said?
Yes. 1 single rush check that it did not become 6 or higher, so you actually get hungrier, which is alright. You still have plenty of hunger to get up.
Fine. It's fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, we're in a club. Sure, they got plenty.
Yeah, we're in a club, but there's 2 dead people. There's actually a lot of undead people. Everything can go wrong at any second, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's fine while everything else is
There's no
burning
humans.
around you.
I'm a VIP.
Yeah,
it's fine.
There's no humans in here. It's fine. It's fine.
Did anyone actually pull me away?
I
Or
think right now.
they just poked me?
I poked you repeatedly on the shoulder with my finger. Okay.
I'll say
Well-
Sunee's right there, so it's fine.
Yeah, what's going on? What? I totally did not just know what happened. What are we doing?
Mm,
You spaced out for a moment, friend. Are we moving?
Oh yeah, I do that. We should move and get out of here, like, right now. Maybe go down there. Probably safer. Maybe we should.
So she's like, so should I roll now for Scry the Soul or?
So scry the soul. Let me recheck. You can roll to get the auras of a target, right? Which reveals information about mostly people. Thing is, I'm not sure if it will work on a dead person, but it can work. So
she's scanning like, because there's still people in here. So
Yeah.
she's like scanning like the whole, basically like whoever the hell is left in here. She's scanning everyone.
all right, go for a roll that pool, which is intelligence plus aspects to a difficulty of 4, which would be composure plus 5 actually. It has to be 5. Fuck. It's intelligence plus aspects against 5.
Intelligence plus.
Aspects is how many dots of aspects you have.
Oh, okay, got you. I've got 3.
Okay, so it's intelligence plus 3.
Okay, gotcha.
As I'm assuming we're going downstairs at this point, or we've gone downstairs. I would like to activate my sense the unseen.
Sense the unseen.
Yes.
Okay, I might need you to do a roll for that actually.
What was the difficulty again? It was
5.
4? Oh, 5.
5. Okay. So, for your
what do I
sense
roll?
the unseen, you're gonna have to roll me wits plus aspects against 4.
It's plus aspects. It's 4.
Okay, so let's see. Delphina, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you literally butchered. This is a whole fumble. This is literally a bestial, legitimate failure. Oh. Okay, we're gonna get back to you on that.
I'm sorry. I'm checking the system for sense the unseen. Isn't wits plus aspect for the storyteller?
It's wits plus.
The storyteller makes a hidden roll of wits plus aspects.
Oh, so Oh,
For
okay.
me,
So
it's
I didn't
resolve
read.
plus
I read.
aspects.
I read it at the reverse. Apologies.
It's resolve plus aspects for me.
Yeah. So resolve plus aspects.
Okay.
Thank
I was
you
wondering
for
that.
letting me. Thank you for catching that. Honestly, like I am. Oh boy. Okay.
Wait. How do I add my
So,
aspects again?
you need to add it as extra dice.
Okay.
So for Delphina, I'm going to give you the choice. Okay? There's several things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a stain and risk losing your humanity. You can lose something valuable to you, or you can enter a frenzy. I will give you the option because I don't want to like force bad
Yeah.
things to you, so I want to let you choose this one.
We'll lose one humanity. Let's do that.
Okay, so for that, what you do is you, on the right side of your humanity, you put a stain, which is the little slash.
Okay, so do I just mark one stain?
Yes.
Okay.
Aw.
So for my wits plus resolve plus aspects, that's I have 2 on aspects, so that's 2 dice, is that correct? I don't remember.
Yes. Yes, it is correct.
Okay, with difficulty 4.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
3 out of 4, it's another vision failure.
Mm.
Ooh.
Wow, we really are not getting it today, huh?
Yeah.
But you can re-roll some dice, remember, by spending some willpower on it.
I think.
Do I really want
Sunee-
that?
Okay. Sunee, what?
I think
Sunee.
Sunee's actually gonna stay upstairs.
Mhm.
And not rule out anybody who's upstairs. And just try to go about basically starting to ask people, oh, what's your name? How long have you been a vampire for? And I think importantly, because there's no humans and therefore this doesn't matter, what clan are you?
Okay. So, many of them will give you their names, which I will give you at a later point because there are a few names that you might want to like check. Most of them are 50 to 80 years old,
Okay.
but only a third of them. Actually, can you give me a charisma plus investigation?
Okay. Ooh.
Because that will it's not, I won't say a difficulty, just roll it, okay? Kai, did you want to like re-roll those 2 dice that failed?
Okay, how do we do that?
Roll 2d10,
go,
and as long as they're 6 or up, you won the roll.
Let's see, 2d10.
We're in a slump of rolling.
No, this particular medium of rolling hates me.
I am flabbergasted of all the failures we're getting tonight. I am actually worried the story might...
Wait!
Yeah?
Wait, I just remembered I have a single reroll.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm gonna use my single reroll.
You have one reroll.
So I get to reroll a single d10. Let's see.
Oh.
That's an 8.
Oh, you made it. Okay, so with your investigation and charisma, with a difficulty of none, but getting 2 successes, you manage to have half of the kindred of the scene tell you their clans. However, the other half will not tell you their clans because they consider it to be not great manners to ask for a clan. However, that's their problem, I would say.
That is their problem. They are going on the suspicious list. That means sucks to be them.
Sounds like a them problem.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a them problem. If they really wanted to, have any bit of me not putting them like that, then they could have just
Death
told me.
by dice, Maggie. Maggie Mayhem, that's death by dice.
Oh no. Sunee, you asked a lot of people a lot of things. I will give you a list texted down of the information of the different names and the different places for each coterie that has been promised on the agreements. Which is this. Oh, and it did. Of course, it would not. let me just.
Cooperate.
Roll
It
20.
wouldn't at all like do it
Roll 20
correctly
behave.
because. Oh, it was not roll 20 this time. It was Discord. Discord wanted to destroy my
Discord.
formatting text.
Oh, Discord.
Discord.
There
At
you go.
Discord.
Yeah.
So these are
in
keywords
Discord,
and
in
names.
Discord.
But yeah, so that's
Okay.
what you have for the moment. However, Kai, you drove down to the corpses, to the dead, to the recently departed. And it seems like people want to try to test something with blood?
Ooh, blood testing. What are we doing?
Oh, did you talk to me?
Arnie? Yes.
Yes.
Arnie?
I'm complaining about the closed captioning bots getting everything wrong. So yes, Markel is carefully looking at the floor, especially if we go down to the first floor where there is the scene. I want you to look for blood on the floor and
Oh, let's
have
see.
a taste for it.
All right, so
Or a
a
taste
taste
of
for
it.
blood. Okay, so the funny thing with a taste for blood is that it gives you certain information, doesn't it?
It does.
And that's
And to be clear, I am using my finger to take the blood droplet from the floor and put it in my tongue, as opposed to, licking the floor.
okay.
I'm being a little more sanitary.
Okay, so you need to make a test of resolve plus blood sorcery at difficulty 3.
Blood sorcery.
Yeah, so the blood sorcery you have is level 3, so you will get extra 3 dice and roll it.
So how do I roll the blood sorcery? Oh, so just an extra 3 dice,
You-
right? So resolve
Yes.
plus 3. Okay. Chum, chum, chum. Difficulty?
3.
Difficulty. Okay. 8 successes? What?
That's a critical win. And we needed one after so many bestial failures. So,
We did.
you can determine several things. Note down the Arnie, you might want to like crack open your notes right now.
My notepad is here.
Okay.
This is my
So-
trusty pen.
You can determine the resonance intensity of the blood if human. So the blood was melancholic for resonance. The intensity was standard. You can see that this blood belongs to wait.
I can tell the generation with the range of 1, right?
Okay, so you're gonna see 2 interesting things. This is the blood from Christian, right?
Oh, okay.
Christian,
I was going to ask
which-
specifically which blood I was tasting.
Yes.
And there's only one source
So-
of blood, right?
Yeah, Christian is the only one who has a bleeding
Okay.
body, because the other one is ashes.
Okay.
So you're gonna find out something, because 8 successes. I cannot hide anything from you. The blood belongs to a vampire with exactly 7 generations that has committed diablerie.
Wait, this is you're tasting Christian's blood?
Yes?
He's not as dead as he looks.
Yes. It is the blood of a vampire, so if he's not ashes, he's alive. Right?
Did he all did Markel also say out loud the thing about demon that what was that?
Are you sharing this information with us?
Yeah, are you
I
sure?
will
I'm
share.
upstairs.
I will share that exactly what I said. This is a vampire. I don't think he's dead because he hasn't turned to ashes. So apparently
You're
there
not-
were two. One is dead, ash dead, and the other
You're not-
is bodied, almost dead.
Are you sharing the diablerie part with us?
Yeah, are you sharing that part?
I think there is a time and place to share that kind of information.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I just wanted to know like what was, because I don't want to assume anything, so I want to know specifically what information
Yeah.
that you've obtained you're sharing with us.
What information do
Sure.
you know?
And because you already know me, feel free to ask any of the questions that you normally know that I would know. I'm just not necessarily sharing
Okay,
that
sure.
right now. And he is of a much higher generation than I am, or they are. I don't even know. Seventh at
Generation.
least.
Seventh?
Yes.
Very good.
It would be nice to have someone with that level of generation on our side, right?
Probably.
How do we know how to practice CPR on a vampire?
What?
Do we know how to revive a vampire?
No, I think there's a confusion. So the blood, just to clarify, because I think it feels like there's maybe
Okay.
a confusion.
Might be.
Okay, ask me, and I will
Yeah,
clarify.
yeah. I want to ask the DM. Yeah. So there's blood on the floor. There's a
Mhm.
dead body. There's ashes. The blood that was tasted.
And ashes,
belonged-
yes.
Yeah. Yes, and ashes. And the blood that was tasted belonged to Christian.
The dead body, which apparently it's not dead, is just unconscious.
Okay, I see. Okay. I see. Okay.
And
Because
is
vampires
that
can go unconscious too before dying.
and that's
Got it.
Christian?
Yes, that's
Okay,
Christian.
good. So the ashes
it.
are not Christian. Okay.
And the blood that
No.
was tasted belongs
the ashes
to
are
Christian.
Ranya's, I think.
Yeah, the ashes
Yeah.
are Ronias.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so got it.
I think if Sunee rejoins, because Sunee was upstairs, but if Sunee rejoins, we'll say, check the chest to see if he was pricked with wood or something. Or if like there's a wood pin in him.
I will proceed as instructed and do just that.
Sunee's like, I'm not gonna touch body.
Arnie,
Yes.
are you touching the body?
Yes.
That's never a good thing to do, especially in role-playing games, but okay.
It's
Touch
a
the
lesson
dead
to be learned by the player, but yeah, Markel touched the body.
So the first thing
I'm sorry, I
when you,
touched it.
Markel, Markel, when you approach and reach your hand towards Christian's chest, which is embedded in, which is like inside of this Hawaiian shirt. No, it was black. It was black. Sorry, I forgot.
He was in all black. He was not in Hawaiian.
If he was wearing a Hawaiian shirt, I would not touch it. Let me just correct that.
It's a black Hawaiian shirt now. Don't worry. However, as you reach your hand, something grabs it from the wrist. And you can see perfectly. It's a black tentacle. The black tentacle rises your hand and makes you separate yourself from the body. As the body, of course, rises up. And you hear a voice of this young man that apparently must not be that young say,
Oh, yes.
well, my ruse has been discovered. I apologize, everybody. Yes, it was me. I did this whole thing. I think a presentation is due, especially an apology to Sunee, too. My name is Cruz de Leon, born in Leon itself, 1,000 years ago. I resisted the beckoning, I'm old, and I will have to defend my beloved Madrid from all these threats and all these people who have chosen to walk my city without my permission. So I will tell you something. You have 2 weeks, 15 days to leave the city, or I will destroy you all. Having said that, have a delightful evening.
What?
Excuse me, can you please remove your tentacle from me?
No.
I have school.
I actually live here. I was created here.
Same.
I was embraced here. I
Same.
actually live here.
Not same.
How long have you? 10, 20 years? 50 maximum? I've been here for 800. Do you
Yeah,
want to
so who
compare?
cares? If I was born here, if I lived here, I have nowhere else to go.
The world is quite big, young man, or woman, or however you are. Pronouns,
Big,
right?
but I
Is
really
what they
don't
told
want to
you?
go anywhere.
Ah, well, that sounds certainly like a you problem.
No, that sounds like you have a problem of your own. Actually, about sharing. You know that sharing is caring, right? Something along those lines. Human saying, but you were once human.
So at that moment, another tentacle, another black tentacle, wraps around Kai's mouth to prevent him from speaking, and goes,
Oh,
I will wait for you all. If you want to talk to me, I will be on the catacombs. Oh fuck, I forgot the name of this church. 1 second. Because sometimes even the storyteller fucks up.
I do have a question.
Okay.
Does my scorpion's touch work on a tentacle like this? Or does it have to be on the body directly?
You can try.
All right, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I just need to see the mechanics of it.
So, in a moment, I will say, he tries to make one last call and saying, you can find me at St. Sebastian's Church. if you're able to surpass what lies in the catacombs, I will wait for you then. If you have any things you want to bring up, I'll be happy to listen. However, I don't think we'll manage to reach an agreement. This place
My
belongs
eyes
to me.
and start pointing at the tentacle covering my mouth.
Films. Okay, so.
So with that,
Your name. How should we address you?
Cross of Leon or Cruz de Leon. He makes this singular motion where he does a strange
You look so
bow, like the same way that the young man did a bow to you, but he does it like the right way, like a nobleman's bow, and then he melts into the floor.
No, I'm spitting on him.
disappears.
I'm spitting.
Try on it.
Okay. So it's a rouse check for cost, right?
Yes. I can't believe if you get another critical, I'm gonna actually lose my shit.
So
I believe in you.
success.
Spit on this man.
And now
Uh,
it's strength plus blood source reverses stamina or plus
Yeah.
occult or fortitude. So is the occult mine the stamina plus occult?
Strength plus stamina. Let me re-watch that because I am since Phoenix told me that I don't want to make the same mistake. Okay, so blood sorcery with Scorpion's Touch, which allows us to see it's
And I still have to do a test to spit right. Lots of tests.
Yeah, that's a lot of tests. So the poison hits the user rolls a contest of you roll strength plus blood sorcery, and I roll stamina plus occult.
Oh, that's gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
So it's a 5, and I still haven't used. Oh no, I didn't get a reroll, or did I get a reroll? I'm gonna check, but let's do
I think if
that.
you have a reroll, it might be able to help you.
Strength. Chat, if you want to give us rerolls, you can. There are 5 per session.
Yeah, have mercy on the bestial failure.
Have mercy on our poor souls.
Embrace your
Oh.
bestial failures.
Have
mean,
mercy
I'm
on
just
our
waiting-
poor souls.
I'm
as we
just
try
waiting
to
for
fight this
Noise to
dude.
do the very interesting thing that happens if I get failures.
Oh boy.
What's the
You
difficulty?
really want to go there? Okay. What?
What's the
The
difficulty?
difficulty for this would be 5 because this guy is actually really strong on that regard, at least.
Narration.
What?
And y'all are acting up.
Oh no.
Have
5 of
mercy on
5.
us and our poor souls. We're fighting against a dude who's been around since the Inquisition, so we really do need some mercy, honestly.
Arnie, I want to say something to you.
Yes.
I want to tell you 2 things. The first of all, I hate you.
You-
The second of all,
Yes.
you paralyze Cruz de Leon before the shadows engulf him.
Do I still have to do the spitting test, which is a dexterity plus athletics?
You have a critical. You stopped rolling. You stop rolling. That's what you do.
I'm loving this. There are systems that love me, and there are Cthulhu and Vampire now. Woohoo!
Okay, so with
I
that,
bite
and
my
being the time
tongue,
it is,
right? So I bite my tongue, let it bleed, and spit
Yes.
on that tentacle.
So, Arnie,
Yes.
as you do that, we go into a black screen. And we shall be continued. Because not only is also the time, but also it's a good moment for me to plan the next movement because Arnie, you fucked up all my plans. And now I need to think the consequences of our own opinionated actions.
So good.
I wanted to foresee everything, but I would not foresee the dice getting you so many criticals. This is a problem for me, of course, not for you. This is your victory. This is my problem.
I love that my most impactful actions in the whole game were licking somebody else's blood and then spitting blood on people. It's just like...
You're an actual vampire now. You're a real vampire. The real vampire big boy.
Yeah.
That's great.
And there's still more that's going on. And thank you for the reroll again.
Yeah, there's a lot more stuff going on in the city that is still yet to be uncovered. But so far, you've kind of have a good grasp on what's going on already, so that's
Excited
good.
for next session.
Me too, actually. I'm excited and worried for next session.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Next
fine.
Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
It's fine. Let's
Next
derail
Wednesday.
everything.
Yes.
Do make all the decisions to harm all the people that we don't want to deal with right now. This dude. It's
Me-
just this dude.
Yeah.
Spread all the chaos.
Hmm.